Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for our virtual open house for the MBA program. I am Jessica Franks. I am the Executive Director of Graduate Programs for the Mitchell College of Business. And joining me today is Alexis Pierce, who is our Assistant Director of Graduate Career and Professional Development. Alexis, do you want to say hello?
Hi, everyone. Like Jessica said, I'm the assistant director. If you ever have any questions about the curriculum or the program in general, I'm always available to talk, so feel free to reach out at any time.
All right, we are very excited that you're here. We know that pursuing an MBA is a significant investment of both your time and your resources. So our goal today is to help you determine whether our program is the right fit for you. So over the next few minutes, I will walk you through the program. We'll discuss admissions, explain what it's like to be an MBA student here at South Alabama, and then we will leave plenty of time for questions. So please feel free to write them down as you go, and we will try to answer all of your questions at the end. So let's start by introducing the people who will be supporting you throughout your MBA journey. You will notice throughout the program that one of the things we emphasize in our graduate programs is accessibility. Our dean, Dr. Michael Capella, is committed to ensuring that our programs continue to meet the needs of today's business professionals. Dr. Christina Wassenaar serves as our faculty director. She works closely with faculty on our curriculum and helps to ensure that what you're learning is relevant to today's business environment, not what business looked like 15 or 20 years ago. Alexis, as she said, works with our students on career planning, networking, resume development, interview prep, and professional growth opportunities. And then there's me. If you become an MBA student, you will hear from me often. I work with the students from the admissions process all the way through to graduation. And one of the things that I always tell our prospective students is this: you are never just a number in our program. If you have a question, you call or email me or Alexis. You don't call a call center or an anonymous office. And that is one of the advantages that a program of our size is able to offer. So let's talk about why so many professionals decide to earn an MBA in the first place. People come to us at very different stages of their careers. Some have been working for 10 or 15 years and are ready to move into management or executive leadership. Others are early in their careers, maybe post undergraduate graduation or just a few years in, and want to accelerate their advancement. And many just recognize that business is becoming increasingly complex. Employers are looking for people who can think strategically, analyze data, communicate effectively, understand artificial intelligence, and lead teams. And an MBA helps you develop all of those skills. Another benefit that often surprises students is the network that they build as a student. You take classes with professionals from healthcare, engineering, finance, manufacturing, military, government, education, you name it. And these conversations become just as valuable as the coursework themselves. And finally, for those who are thinking about teaching in the future, an MBA will also provide you with the graduate credential that you need to teach as an adjunct instructor or at many colleges and universities, or also as an instructor at a community college. And I have had many former students that tell me that they enrolled in the MBA program because they wanted a promotion. And within 12 months of graduation, they were managing departments, they were leading projects, or moving on to entirely different careers. And that's really just a rewarding thing to see. So why South Alabama? Why choose South Alabama instead of one of our many other MBA programs available in the country? The first is that we are ACSB accredited, and that accreditation is very difficult to receive and is earned by less than 6% of business schools worldwide. It tells employers that you've completed a rigorous, high-quality business education. And the second is that our faculty bring both academic expertise and real-world experience into the classroom. But what I personally think sets us apart is our focus on practical application, because we don't simply want students memorizing theories. We want students leaving class saying, I can use this at work tomorrow. And that's what makes an MBA valuable. And our MBA is also intentionally designed around working professionals. Most of our students are balancing careers, families, and just numerous other responsibilities. Our faculty understand that. The assignments that they give are meaningful and the expectations are high, but the program is designed to fit into real life. Another thing prospective students often ask, since our program is fully online, is whether they will ever actually meet their professors. And the answer to that is absolutely. Even though the program is fully online, our faculty are very accessible. You know, meet with them via Zoom, email, virtual office hours, and individual in-person appointments, either at their office here in MCOB or at a coffee shop, whatever meets your needs. But I think flexibility is also one of the biggest reasons that students choose the Mitchell College of Business. Everything is online. You can take one course or two courses each term, depending on what works for your schedule. Some students finish in a year. Others spread their coursework over 2 years while working maybe full-time or having a family. There's not one single right pace. The program is designed so that you can basically choose what works best for your life. And because every student's career goals are different, we also offer several concentration options within the MBA program. So we offer concentrations in healthcare leadership, marketing, economics and finance, sports management, and industrial and organizational psychology. And the nice thing about concentrations is that they allow you to customize your MBA. So you're still earning the same MBA degree, but you're adding coursework that aligns with your career interests or your industry. I also want prospective students to know that we take student success very seriously. Graduate school can feel intimidating. We have a lot of students who have not been in school for several years, and it's perfectly normal. Our faculty are very supportive. Alexis provides career coaching throughout the program, and my office is here to answer any questions about registration, advising, scheduling, graduation, whatever you would need. We want our students to feel supported from the beginning to the very end. And let's talk about cost, because I know that that's a very important consideration. Our tuition is currently $620 per credit hour before university fees, which brings the total tuition to under $20,000. There is no out-of-state tuition, so students across the country will pay the same tuition rate. And when you pair our tuition to many MBA programs that would cost $40,000, $60,000, or even more, we think our program offers tremendous value. We also have 6 graduate assistant positions. These are very competitive, but they provide in-state tuition scholarships, so it pays for your scholarship, along with a $1,000 monthly stipend. If that is something that you're interested in, I would encourage you just to let either myself or Alexis know early on in the admissions process. I think one thing that prospective students appreciate is that we have kept the admissions process simple. So there's no GRE or GMAT requirement. We are looking at your academic background, your resume, your personal statement, and one recommendation letter. We review the applications holistically. So if you're wondering if you would be a competitive applicant, I would just encourage you to reach out and contact me. I am always happy to review your background and answer any questions before you apply. If your undergraduate degree is not in business, do not let that discourage you from applying for the MBA program. Many of our MBA students come from fields like engineering, nursing, education, psychology, biology, even the military. Some students, if that is the case and you do not have a business background, our students just complete a program called MBA Math, which is an online program before taking their accounting, their economics, and their finance class. Okay, and I mentioned our graduate assistant positions earlier, but I do think they're worth highlighting again. It's an outstanding opportunity for students who qualify because they do provide financial assistance while also giving you valuable professional experience working with faculty and administrators. Many graduate assistants tell us that the experience that they gained while working as a GA was just as valuable as the financial support that they received. So thank you again for spending part of your day with us. I hope that you've learned more about our MBA program and what makes it unique. If you decide that South Alabama is the right fit for your goals, we would be very excited to have you join us. And if you're still thinking about it or trying to decide, please don't hesitate to reach out. I really enjoy talking with prospective students and helping them determine whether our program is the right next step. And I'd love to answer any questions that you have at any time.